Insurance companies have a due diligence to make money. They're a corporation. They're looking for every reason not to pay a claim. You get a wreck in a car, they're looking for every reason to put a used parts on your car versus new parts
Right.
because, you're a number on a sheet. You're not their mom. You're not their sister. You're not their cousin or their son. Like, you're just another number, and they're going to try to get through as cheap as they can so that they can show the profits that they need to show. You own that house. You want to be able to do what's right for your house to protect your home, protect your family, and you live there.
Welcome to the Texas Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview Texas real estate professionals from active real estate investors, lenders, property managers, and many others that provide goods and services into the real estate investing industry in the great state of Texas. Our goal is simple: to share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level, and to meet the pros that can help you get there. Texas Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and entrepreneurs build the business they need to live the life that they've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest, Mike Smith, is the owner of Roof Rejuvenators of Southeast Texas. You can find him online at rrsetx.com or on Facebook or TikTok as well. Mike, thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you, Dylan. Man, I really appreciate you very much.
Absolutely. Now, this is going to be a different podcast for me because we're going to be talking specifically about roofs and enabling them to really have the longest lifespan, because in Texas, that's a big deal. It's one of the biggest rehab figures that people take in when they're investing or when they're owning a home, right?
Yes. Yes. So, one of the things we've been trying to do is gain a little bit more popularity or a better understanding. There's some companies that have some good products, companies that have some bad products on the roof rejuvenation, topic. I've been doing this since January of 2023. What I've learned in my years of experience, and nobody really wants to talk about a roof. There's a lot more interesting things sometimes, but around 1995 to 2005, roofs were built with a lot better quality than what we have today. And you
Yeah.
could buy a roof and you would get pretty close to 30 years of life out of it. And up until, today's time, you would buy a roof and it would be classified as a 30-year roof. And then you have a problem with your roof, and a roofer comes and looks at it and it's like, hey, your roof's bad. And you're like, okay, roof's bad, replace it. There hasn't been a lot of conversation about, well, how old was the roof? How long did it last? And what I'm seeing today, because I'm asking a lot of questions: how long have you had your house? How old is your roof? How long do you plan on living in your home? Let's come up with the right product for what you're doing. Um, I've come across roofs 12 years old, 13 years old,
Wow.
and they're just
Wow.
absolutely smoked. 50% of the rock is missing. But if a roofer comes and knocks on your door, he's not asking those questions. Hey, your roof's bad? Yeah, here, let me give you a quote. You need a roof. Like, no questions asked. They don't want to dig into it.
I'd like to ask you a specific question about this lifespan.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, this seems like a very important thing. And a 30-year mortgage, you want to have a roof, right?
Yeah.
Why are these roofs not lasting as long?
Well, years ago, the shingles were thicker. There was more tar. There was more material into the shingle itself that would help hold it together over time. Because they're using less material within the shingle, the sun dries it out faster. So, the asphalt shingle has fiberglass in it, a little bit of tar. The tar helps hold the rock on. The sun, the heat, everything beats that tar down real fast.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And then as it loses the rock on the top of it, once it starts popping off, the rock protects the tar from the sunlight and the UV rays getting to the shingle. Then as soon as it can get to it, it starts degrading even faster. It dries it out quicker. The oil is able to evaporate out of it faster. And so the first rejuvenation products that come out was originally designed around the design of treating your asphalt roads, asphalt shingles. It still
Right.
has a similarity there. So keep that tar hydrated, keep it tacky. It'll help hold the rock on it. But that oily environment also, with it rehydrated, it creates an environment where the algae won't grow. East side of Texas, humidity, moisture, rain, everything that we get, the black algae streaking is really, really popular in our climate. And this isn't just a Texas thing. This is all across the United States, Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, up the East Coast. The service has really gained a lot of popularity in the northern part of the United States. There's dealers in Canada, even in Alaska. But um, as the shingles dry out, it allows that algae to start forming.
Right.
Everybody knows to clean your roof. Shingle manufacturers approve it. You can hit it with bleach. And the bleach, you got to hit it a little strong. You run the risk of messing with your vinyl siding, killing landscape. I've went and given quotes to people for the rejuvenation, and they just had someone come in and do a soft wash, and they lost $20,000 in landscaping because the bleach killed everything.
That's a hazard, right?
That is,
I would like to ask you specifically about when the right time to do this is. So, I mean, if we're talking like almost half, right, the lifespan of these newer roofs, right? People might think, well, gosh, if I'm getting a new home, maybe this is something I just punt, to 15 years down the line, or maybe this is something I handle like right now.
yeah.
When is the right time to look at, protecting your roof? Is it when you get the roof? Is it when it's brand new? Do you apply some type of protectant to it then, or is it maybe a couple years down the line when you notice some wear?
That's a really, really good question. So the theory is that we're trying to restore the oils in the shingles and bring it back to like it was when it's new. We're not putting a seal or a coating that's going to block moisture from getting into it. We're trying to restore to the natural waterproofing aspects of what the shingle was made for. So right around 5 years to 10 years is a perfect window to do a treatment. Of course, we do the inspection and we look at it. And I have not found a roof that's old or younger than 10 years old that I was not able to treat. But I have seen them in that 12 to 13-year margin that they had already lost so much rock that it was, I couldn't really put a warranty on it. I could guarantee that I was going to add
Right.
some life to it, but we do put a full 5-year warranty on it. It's not prorated like some of the competitors.
Now, when people are talking specifically about, do I get a whole new roof? Do I do some type of roof rejuvenation? Is rock loss, that's the biggest factor, is, hey, how much has already deteriorated? And is it not so much like necessarily even the age of the roof?
The rock loss is one of it's one of the biggest qualifiers on doing the rejuvenation. Like I say, the rock is what keeps the sun from being able to dry the oils out of the shingles. It protects it from the sunlight. Insurance companies, and this is a part of my model. I'm trying to help you make that roof last as long as I can, help you maintain insurance. I can't control what the insurance does, but we all know that insurance is looking for rock loss. And then some of them are actually looking at the black algae. If they see too much black algae or if they see too much rock loss, those are automatic, situations there where they're going to say, your roof's bad, you need to replace it. And once they say that, you get a letter, you've got too much rock loss, you really can't hardly fight them to get them to turn around and say, okay, well, you can keep that roof.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So I'm thinking for most people, if they are finance their home, they're going to have some type of homeowners insurance on the home.
Yeah.
So is this something that typically people are coming out of pocket for? Is insurance covering roof rejuvenation?
And okay, I like how you asked that question too. Insurance doesn't want to maintain your house. They're warrant or guaranteeing or protecting you from a storm, from damage. A tree falls through the roof. And at the early part of the life expectancy of your roof, they're going to do full, replacement cost value. And once it gets to where it's aged and showing signs of wear, or they might go off of a time stamp, then they go off of like a prorated, an actual cash value. If your roof's in really good condition and they're inspecting the roof, then you're going to get more of a replacement cost whenever, work has to take place. But let's look at the warranty on the truck that you drive. You driving
Right.
down the road, is extended warranty gonna put an engine in your truck if you don't maintain it?
No.
That's, and I really don't think it's fair that we need to maintain a roof in today's time, but all the shingle manufacturers, everybody has gone to a lower quality shingle. There's less material. It helps. I don't know if it's environmental reasons that they're going to these lower quality shingles. I don't know if it's that they're looking hard at transportation costs, moving these shingles all over the United States, fuel costs, weight limits. But the truth is, this is where we're at. And now we have technology to help make your roof last longer. Part of my mission is being able to do this service and help lower the cost of owning a home. So whether you're a real estate
Right.
investor or you're a homeowner, uh, the rejuvenation product normally runs somewhere around 25% of what a new roof costs. If we can extend the life of your roof at that low of a cost and put a 5-year warranty on it, where you was going to get 15-ish years on what we call a 30-year roof, I'm truly giving you a product and a service that's going to lower the cost of owning a home, whether it's a rental or whether you're living there yourself. So,
Now, I'm sure there's some folks who are saying, well, I'll just wait till there's severe damage on the roof and then I'll get covered through insurance. Does that actually happen? And then what would you say to those folks?
then there again, I haven't been through too many insurance claims or enough of them to really put a lot of, you
Okay.
know,
Fair
data and
enough.
stuff in there. So I'm not the professional that can really state much in that area. But insurance companies have a due diligence to make money. They're a corporation. They're looking for every reason not to pay a claim. You get a wreck in a car, they're looking for every reason to put a used parts on your car versus new parts
Right.
because, you're a number on a sheet. You're not their mom. You're not their sister. You're not their cousin or their son. Like, you're just another number, and they're going to try to get through as cheap as they can so that they can show the profits that they need to show. You own that house. You want to be able to do what's right for your house to protect your home, protect your family, and you live there. So, even if y'all kind of doubt, what I do or how my product is, I suggest doing some research. You don't have to just take my
I
word.
would I would like to ask you specifically about some of the inclement weather that we experience in
Oh
Texas.
yeah.
When it comes to hail or heavy rain, and then varying temperatures from scorching hot to potentially even snow in some parts of Texas. Right?
Yes.
That what effect does that have on a roof versus some other climates? Like, for instance, would a Texas roof potentially last shorter than roofs in some other markets because of that?
Okay. So the the manufacturer that we're using uses PRI Asphalt Technologies. It's a company in Florida, third party lab testing to test the product. Now, some of the other or roof rejuvenation companies out there, they're taking aged shingles, treating them, and then running them straight through a test. Um, Roof Rejuvenate USA is the manufacturer that I'm with, and we're actually taking the shingles, putting them under heat lamps, running them under large vats of water, trying to force a 5-year age process into a shorter period of time. And then we do different types of testing to prove how well the product's working. They actually take steel balls and impel them at the shingles at, controlled speeds and
Wow.
try to see how much rock beats off the shingles, simulating a hailstorm.
Right.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
They're measuring the rock loss in the large volumes of water being washed over the shingles. And the lab testing is phenomenal. It's coming out really good. So after the 5-year accelerated wear, after doing a treatment, they're showing 53% less granular rock loss. And we can't guarantee zero. Rock is going to fall off the
Sure.
shingle.
Sure.
But we're cooking it in heat lamps and running large volumes of water over the shingles. And we reduce the amount of rock loss compared to untreated 15-year-old shingles. And the improvement is 53%, 53% less rock loss, 23 or 24 percent tear resistance. So the shingle actually being able to tear, it takes more energy to tear them. What
I
else?
would like to ask you specifically about the use case for this in
Yeah.
the commercial space, maybe in multifamily. I
Yeah.
know that there's a lot of multifamily investors who may be looking at, raising capital and doing like a 5 or sometimes faster exit, so a turnaround in these deals. I'm thinking, a roof is going to be one of the most important things
Oh, yeah.
in that. Are you seeing a lot of utilization of this in the commercial space or in the multifamily space?
In my territory where I'm at, I haven't done any large multi-unit properties, but the other dealers in our network, I've got tons of video footage that's shared within the dealer network. We're doing condos, or doing big, massive apartment complexes, assisted living facilities. We've got some pretty good video footage in it. There was one, they recorded almost the whole job of doing like a 4-story big apartment complex in Canada. So I watched a lot of that footage. That was pretty exciting to see all that take place. But
Yeah.
yeah, like
You know, when we talk specifically about the standpoint of the investor, whether it's a single family home, duplex, or a quadplex, or 50 units, 100 units, you're wanting to protect your asset, right? And
exactly.
not just that, but if there's issues, then that tends to compound, especially when you're dealing with volume. And so
Yes.
I can imagine that investors would be highly interested in being able to extend the lifespan of their roof without having to replace it. It's really a win-win.
Yeah.
Now we are coming up on time here, though, Mike. Any new projects that you're working on, and then as well, what's the best way for folks to get in contact with you or your team?
Um, New projects. We've been just staying pretty steady with the roof rejuvenation. I am helping get new dealers on board with the manufacturing, getting signed up for this. If you already have a roofing company or something like that, then this really complements where you're at, offering an additional service. But if you want to get in touch with me, get on my website, RR for Roof Rejuvenators, SCTX for Southeast Texas. So rrsetx.com. All my contact information's on there, and I look forward to talking to you. I can help you out.
Mike, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate you very much.
Thanks for joining us for today's show. If you're looking to take your business and your life to the next level, you really need to learn more about the Investor Fuel Mastermind. It's your shortcut to success. To learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other amazing entrepreneurs, 100% financing on your deals, member-only discounts, and so much more, please visit investorfuel.com/Texas. By the way, Investor Fuel is even Texas-based. Also, if you're interested in applying to be a guest on this very show, the Texas Real Estate Pro Show, please visit investorfuel.com/Texas. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube or your favorite podcast app so you never miss another episode. We'll see you on the next show.